Hello. I want to do like a quick video, just because I want everybody to know about voting and know, you know, what's the real shebang when it comes down to voting. A lot of people don't know, and it's not bad when you don't know. It's bad when you know and you're still sort of riding the wave of that whole situation. I think that it's ridiculous. Um, I also think, eh, I also think that a lot of things that goes on is basically crap, like the whole thing, and it. I don't know what else to say, but at least provide the information to you, or at least the information where you can go find out for yourself. Um, it's it's hard to believe something that really doesn't make sense, but it's even harder to lie about something that is basically stupid. Like, there's basically no reason that you should be lying about whether somebody vote matters or not. Like, really, that's just crazy. I mean, it makes no sense that that is even acceptable or allowed or anything. Like, it makes no type of sense whatsoever. And everybody needs to be able to find the information out on their own. Everybody needs to be able to um, understand answers to a lot of decisions and understand what you're supposed to be doing. Like I said, it's a lot of information out there that a lot of people have no clue, no idea what's supposed to be going on or what really is going on. Um, so my best bet is to put the information out there. Once I have some information, I put the information out there, and it's like right there available online. You can literally go to the U.S. code. You can Google U.S. code or Constitution or what have you, and you go to their page. I can actually share it or what have you, but I basically just Googled the Constitution, and I ended up at the United States Code thing. That's basically the laws. Codes are the laws that they tell you are laws, but are just basically statutes. They're not like laws; they're only statutes. Um, but you could just go right to the place, and if anybody has information about the Constitution or about voting that I may not say, or I may be missing something, I mean, literally, you can just like let me know, please, because I've been looking. I'm seriously been looking. So the point that I'm trying to make basically is, if if our votes mattered for the president, now I'm only referring to the president, but if our votes mattered for the president of the United States, then it would be in the Constitution. There would be like a layout, a setup for how you're supposed to, the rules, and all of those things. It would be there if that was law, if it was right, if it was supposed to make a sense or us required to do it. There will be a whole setup and a shebang under the federal laws, federal everything. State, local, yes. Virginia has a code in regards to voting and how you go when you vote, and they have all those laws, and it lays out what you do, the machines, where you go, all of that. However, that's just the state level. The only thing that every state deals with or have to deal with, that every citizen of America who lives in a certain state, the only thing that you are required to do is to vote for senators, um, governors, things in your area, things for your state. That's what you're supposed to vote. You're supposed to vote for those. And people say, well, I've heard a lot of people lately say the president thing don't matter. You got to actually go to your local vote and actually pay attention to that. And they make it seem like voting for the president is important, but not as important as voting for state representatives, when in actuality, your vote for the president doesn't matter. only voting for your state electives is the only thing that you can do. It's important because it's the only thing that you can do. Your votes for the president, when we get up and we go and we get cursed out, and we sometimes people get fired, and sometimes you get wrote up for being too long or being too late, and we got to get the days off, and voting is so important. I mean, they have like campaigns, they're on TV, we're paying all this money, and voting is very important. And we get up in November and we go to vote for the booths and we pick the president, and then they decide to put Bush in the office. It didn't really make sense to me. I mean, I literally from that moment was always trying to figure out how in the hell does they just pick whoever they want. Like, we voted. I know for damn sure a lot of people did not vote for him. I mean, and it was literally clear. It's in the movie recount. It's everywhere. We didn't vote for him. If that wasn't a testament to the fact that our vote doesn't matter, I don't really know what is. But like I'm saying, you can just go to the Constitution yourself. I swear. And I don't know if I'm going to read the whole thing. And I think that would probably be a little bit redundant. But I'm going to go through a piece of it. And this is the final Constitution, because a lot of people don't know that there was one created with of the Republic when we first separated from the British, supposedly, that we supposedly separated from them. That we had a Constitution there, you know, on that time when it was made, and so and so and so. But when Lincoln had the Emancipation Proclamation situation, there basically wasn't really a Constitution. So this Constitution that I'm reading from now is the one that was basically remade, revamped when George Washington was the president. So basically, the Constitution says, it's a section 1 of the Article 2. And it says, the executive power shall be vested in a president of the United States of America. He shall hold his office during the term of 4 years, and together with the vice president chosen for the same term be elected as follows. Okay. Each state shall appoint in such a manner as the legislature therefore may direct a number of electors. Okay, I'm read that again. Each state shall appoint in such manner as the legislature thereof may direct a number of electors equal to the whole number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in the Congress. But no senator or representative or person holding an office or trust or profit under the United States shall be appointed an elector. The electors shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for 2 persons of whom one at least shall not be an inhabitant of the same state with themselves, and they shall make a list of all persons voted for, and the number of votes for each, which list they shall sign and certify and transmit sealed to the seat of the government of the United States, directed to the President of the Senate. The President of the Senate shall, in presence of the Senate and House of Representatives, shall open all their certificates, and the votes shall then be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes shall be the president, in such number be a majority of the whole number of electors appointed. Okay, so we're literally at the moment where the votes are being counted, where the president is being chosen. Do you hear anything about states? Well, I didn't say anything about citizens going to the voting booth. They're not even counting the votes. I mean, it literally has nothing in here about the voting process that we do. the getting up. I mean, literally, I just read it. I mean, it's literally nothing hasn't been changed. There has not been a revision to Article 2 since let me make sure. Let me get to this number. I meant the actual date that this one was made because there's no revisions. I'm sorry, 1787. I mean, it's literally on their constitution. This is their constitution, which the constitution in this representative fact is only for Congress. We American citizens don't have a constitution. That's another topic. But in the Constitution of 1787, it literally says that the president is chosen by electors in the House of the Senate and the representatives of Congress. I will read the first 4 sections of Article 2 of the Constitution for 1787, America's Constitution, the rules that we live by today. I'll read it again. And I really need everybody who is listening, because there are ones here right now, but who will listen. Excuse me. The fact that we get up and we vote and we pay money for campaigns and we talk about debates and we have all this shit going on and people actually die, people getting fucked up, everything happens for the purpose of a political vote in November to elect the president of Congress. It's not even the president. He's not even our president. He doesn't work for us. He works for them. So it doesn't make any sense that we would even vote. The time and the money and every single thing that goes on in the election process nationwide is bogus. It's a hoax. It makes no sense. Your votes may be counted. Some lonely ass person working in the state governments in those places, and the people that vote, get together and say they're going to volunteer for voting, they go and they waste their fucking time counting those votes. And it's pointless. I mean, seriously. I'm going to read it again. If somebody can give me another constitution, give me something after 1787, please show it to me and tell me that it says that we're supposed to. Because as it stands, according to the government, the federal government, on their website, for their U.S. codes, the Constitution of 1787, Article 2. The executive power shall be vested in a president of the United States of America. He shall hold his office during the term of 4 years, and together with the vice president chosen for the same term, be elected as follows. Each state shall appoint, in such manner as the legislature thereof may direct, a number of electors equal to the whole number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in the Congress. But no senator or representative or person holding an office of trust or profit under the United States shall be appointed an elector. The electors shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for 2 persons, of whom one at least shall not be an inhabitant of the same state with themselves, and they shall make a list of all persons voted for, and of the number of votes for each, which list they shall sign and certify, and transmit sealed to excuse me to the seat of the government of the United States. Now, first of all, just this one point right here. They're supposed to take their votes, the certified votes and lists and so forth, and take it to the seat of the government of the United States. That doesn't. Who is the president of the government? You know what I'm saying? Who is it? The Speaker of the House? It's not a fucking president. That's the Speaker of the House. So who is this person at the seat of the government, the United States, directed to the president? Who is it? President of the Senate? Who is it? I don't know if they changed his job title from House Speaker to, from President of the Senate to House Speaker or what have you, but no, I don't know who that is. The President of the Senate shall, in presence of the Senate and House of Representatives open all the certificates and the votes shall then be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes shall be president. I mean, that's it. He's the president. After they vote, he's the president. It doesn't matter what the fuck. Why do you think the news says projected estimate? It's projected because it don't really matter. They need something to talk about that whole day on TV. So they say, let's just get the people to vote, and then we'll take their votes and consider it the projected winner. What the so I wasted my fucking time. I listened to all these fucking debates. I paid tax money. I did all this bullshit so that you can use me as a projection. Read it, y'all. I mean, seriously, read it. And I swear, if there is somebody who has something that contradicts what I found on their website, show me, please. Because I hate to believe that this is really bullshit. But it is. And I don't like that. So I would love to be proven wrong. I really, really will. Let me know. Something.